Welcome to the Refractor Line, live every Monday and Wednesday, 5:30 Eastern.
Pull the big one!
The Refractor Line, going live now.
Yo, what's up, guys? Happy Friday, happy weekend. We made it. It's the Refractor Line. You got Mark here. You got Doug in the back cave.
Yeah, what's
You
going
got
on,
Matt
guys?
chilling out at home. What's up, Matt?
What up? What up, people?
Doug, how are things?
You know, I'm sitting here for this NFL all day thing. Like, I got into the closed beta. I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. And then I assumed a bunch of people were invited. So I'm like, whatever, it's going to be a big one. But at least I'm going to have an opportunity today. So the drop was supposed to be at 3 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. our time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looks like they pushed it back to 4. And then now they've pushed it back to 4:30. And the final thing they said at the end of this pushback was, sorry for the continued delays. If we continue to see issues, the divisional drop will be delayed until next week. So we have 30 minutes left now, roughly, until this drop. Don't know if it's actually going to happen. So I've moved my setup here. Here's my computer right here. There's my little background. That's like jean pants that somebody cut up and
you
made a
kind of
blanket.
shifted now. We could see a little bit of your
my
background.
desk,
You're
my
falling
crazy
apart over
work. No, I'm just. You know what I am? I'm on tilt right now. I just need these packs dropped. Even if I don't get one, I just want it to fucking drop just so I can be done with it. I don't want to be hanging on next week for some bullshit. I'm just ready. Okay. And that's my rant. Actually, I have another rant I'm probably going to go on here in a little bit when we talk about.
Yeah, Doug, tell them why you're mad. No, we'll get there,
Tell them why you're mad.
Tell them why you're mad, son.
Let's
Tell
see
them
him
why
do
you're
that
mad,
shit
son.
from a train. I'm just saying let's see him do that shit from a train.
Hey,
all right? That's what I'm trying to say.
Let's see him do that shit from a train. You're right. But hey, the weekend's here.
Sure.
I'm having a great Friday. I hope you guys are too. Staffgans, what's up? Cheers, as always. MetaZoo, how's it going? Danny, morning. Well, good evening. Juicin, what's up, man? K Hendo, locked and loaded. Yeah, like always, man. Gypsy Fist, how's it going? And Steven, what's up, dude? Snow, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got snow all day. It's
my kids stayed home from school today.
I'm going to start growing a beard through, February something, stay warm through, this next couple weeks. We're right in the smack dab of winter, dude. It smacks you in the
Team
face.
Beard, Mark. I don't think I've ever seen
Beard.
Mark with a beard, and I've known Mark my whole life. So.
Yeah, I've seen him with just like a pretty long 5 o'clock shadow. Never a beard.
All right, well, I'm going to go 5 weeks, so we'll see. Or 4
Whoa.
weeks. 4 weeks. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right, Mark.
I'll trim it
I
up,
like it, man. Go for it. I say go for it. Don't be a quitter like these NFL all day fucking.
Yeah, so the NFL all
guys,
day,
dude.
Doug. If you want, I have this up. Is it?
Yeah,
these,
NFL all day quickly.
I thought it was
It's
the games from last weekend, or no?
right. It is. It'll be the divisional weekend, so it'll be the really great weekend of games this past weekend, right? So I was pumped. I got into the closed beta. Again, not expecting to get a pack because if you guys have ever, fucked around with some of the early NBA Top Shot stuff where nobody could get a pack in the drops, that's what I thought this was going to be. But I was just happy to be involved, right? I wanted to be a part of it, see how it went. They've pushed it back 3 times now, and this is the last pushback before they delay it, right? So I'm sitting here with it on my screen. I'm in the queue. The queue's counting down. I'm just waiting for the old. We're going to push it until next week because that's basically Dapper Labs at its prime. It's pushing every fucking thing back. It's just nonsense.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to get pushed back. I really do. If they say that a half hour before, and you know what? Even with the closed beta, they're fucking it up. I mean, what's going on?
That's a good question.
You have a controlled amount of people. How is it? Why?
I don't know. It bugs me that people are defending it, Mark, because it's not like the same team didn't have NBA Top Shot, didn't have the UFC bullshit. They had those things. They had a way to see, look, this is what happens to our servers. This is what happens to our site. This is what happens to our blockchain, our Flow blockchain. Flow blockchain gets stopped up is what it sounds like, gang. So, I don't know, man. I'm irritated at this. I know the NFL, probably wouldn't put up with this shit, which is, if I was Top Shot, I'd feel like I'm on some slippery ground with the way they have a deal with Fanatics, and Fanatics has some NFT ties. So I'm just throwing it out there.
And if it has to do with the Flow blockchain thing, just to throw this out here because it does tie back to Funkos and Wax and stuff. That's what Wax always flexes on about their environment is they can do so many transactions 10 times the amount of the closest Solana one or whatever it is. So it very well could be something with that. Just the speed of that,
right.
Trying to do so many transactions within an hour. And that's interesting if it is, because that's dumb. At this day and age, and that's your problem. I mean, that's dumb. We're working backwards here, folks. I mean,
I'm curious if the problems with the packs. I'm curious if the problems with the pre-minted versus not pre-minted.
They got so much money.
And they don't fuck around with nonsense. They really don't.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's still
It's never a good look when like these drops get just completely bungled. Like you were saying, Doug. Like we saw this all the time with some of the different like Top Shot stuff.
Yeah.
Or the MLB tops. Like it's a bad, and especially if this is supposed to be a limited release to only a limited amount of people, and they still fucked it up. Like
controlled beta.
A controlled release.
Right. There are people who aren't in, like closed beta. A lot of people aren't in on it, which I think they're part of the problem too, because they're the ones you see a lot of people complaining on Twitter who aren't involved in this beta, and they're like, I can't get in. It's like, yeah, but then you later see people questioning them and them answering like, what beta? What email? What, I signed up for the for the wait list. Yeah, but you had to get an email to tell you you're in. These people didn't get that, so I'm irritated today. Today is an irritated day. So Mark, we're gonna go through some topics today, and I just feel like
and just one thing to add to my irritation on this is I like when these things are open and kind of everyone gets a fair shot at it, and it just kind of the cards fall as they may, as long as they can control the bots, and it seems like they can nowadays.
Mark, that's going to take me to my next fucking irritation, right? Is that we were talking Titan today in the Discord. There was a discussion, right? Like the dude from Titan, just quick, I'm going to give you the quick cliff notes of it, right? Dude from Titan is on Whatnot, right? Is that what he uses? Whatnot to do these live.
Yeah, real quick. What's up, bro? Lectors? What's up, Bert? What's up, Hamlet? Yeah, Team Beard for sure. What's up, everybody? Unprofessional. Welcome. Go ahead, Doug.
So he's, I guess what he's doing is having auctions to raise some funds for Titan of his cards, his own shit. I don't like that. I don't like when card manufacturers, card creators do their own thing, as in like you guys can't pull these out of $3.99 packs. Rather, I want the full retail price of my chase cards. I want to make that money. I want to make the secondary market value for my chase cards. I don't want you, the collectors, the fans, to be able to do it. That to me is an irritation. I'm irritated by it. I feel like it's a little unethical. I think there's a lot of issues with going down that path. Not that I ever trusted fucking Titan to begin with. So I guess, it's not like this is some kind of surprise to me, a guy who launched a Kickstarter without a game or cards. Right? That shouldn't be a problem for me. I shouldn't have expected anything different. But I'm allowed to say that this, to me, is on the edge of unethical. It's on the edge of it.
At best, it's sketchy.
Yeah.
At best.
He's on the edge. He's on the edge. We can have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
I think there are quite a few people who maybe will fall on either side of it, which to me is indicative of something that's on the edge. The fact that you have pretty good numbers on either side of it, with, I say, likely both equally good arguments, I think this is skirting it. And I don't know that I want to invest in somebody who's skirting the fucking rules, unless it's me. Like, I'm the only one who I trust to skirt the rules.
I only trust myself through that sort of thing.
No, right.
Oh, exactly.
And it's something to be kind of eating up the kind of the vertical kind of supply chain of it. You want to make it, you want to sell it, you want to control the market of it, you want to kind of do everything. And it's, as a game coming out of Kickstarter, that's bold.
Gypsy Fish, time out, Mark. Gypsy Fish says he priced the cards at $1. Did he price the cards at $1, or did he let an auction happen and market create the value? So, thusly pricing it at the market, the secondary market, because it created the value. These things should be priced. Like, in my opinion, these cards should be put in packs. And the $3.99 pack, let's say, pretend it's a Pokemon pack, right? $3.99 pack, give everybody a chance to pull it. I would be pissed if, say, Pokemon let people just go to their site, buy the Hot Charizard card directly, not the rest of the packs, not the things like that. Now, obviously, that would be death to some companies.
Well, that's
right?
the issue with these Topps Project 70s is you can go buy the ones you want, So it's like, over 2 weeks the print's unlimited. That's the unlimited print kind of thing with it. Mm-hmm. You get the card you want, not a pack. So it's all of these issues. Yeah.
Right.
It's not what I like to see, but I wasn't going to invest in this anyway, I guess. But it's something we have to talk about because people are. Because definitely people are. It's talked about in our Discord more than I thought it would be. This is one I'm surprised how much it gets talked about because I don't know. I just don't see a lot. I
don't want anything to do with it. Right. You're 100% right. It's something I don't want anything to do with, but it's worth noting that they're doing something like this. Yeah. Now, Gypsy Fish, I think Gypsy Fish just typed this. I don't know. It kind of scrolled to me. I just missed it. Okay.
Auction.
He says he doesn't have his Kickstarter money yet either. We talked about this. His deadlines were crazy for not having the money to be able to do this. I don't know, man. I just, this is just another thing, another flag that gets shot up. And eventually, at some point, you're going to have to pay attention to these red flags. You can't ignore them forever. Don't be blinded by love. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. And, if we're going to talk about, Zaba opening a cafe, and that's just, something that gets shot down. You see someone kind of selling their own cards, like, on the side. It just gets a little weird. It gets a little weird.
Well, how many can he make? I mean, Infinity, right? He's the dude who owns the game. So you can Infinity create bullshit to sell. I'm the one who's supposed to be selling this bullshit, not you. This now, it irritates me. Now, again, I'm not involved in it. So I'm just commenting from the outside about how it would irritate me.
Exactly. Like, yeah. And Matt, do you have any kind of Any...
Yeah. So, I was just going to comment on what he just said about how he needs money to kind of move it along. But I think it's okay after you launch a Kickstarter to be idle until your product is produced and in the hands of people. Like, what do you need to put out in the period of time between those two things? Like this is like putting the cart before the horse. Like, how about you get one thing done? Yeah,
we've said that to him. We said it to him, and he admitted to it. And then he said, though, in our Discord, if we go back, he said he had, or in one of our chats from our videos. Actually, I take that back. He said he has the money to do it. He could launch it. He doesn't have to wait for the Kickstarter money. Well, then what's this about? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, because, a lot of times, like, you could give yourself a $20K loan if you're getting the money in a month. I mean, you know what I mean? Move some funds around. That's very easy to do for an average Joe. Like, we could do that.
Yeah, and Mark, what happened is what it sounds like is this ended up being exactly what we said. This is a more costly process than you think, and you want to be able to pay yourself to do this, which I totally understand. Like, you're doing the work, you want to pay yourself. You have to understand the amount of money you got wasn't very much. And MetaZoo Mike came into our chat, multiple times in our YouTube, but one of them, I think from last week, might even have been last Friday, he said, look, gang, $1 million is not what you think it is in this field. Yeah, it's not what you think it is in this field. And Titan didn't come close to that.
Yeah, $1 million goes quick. And maybe, someone, like, it might be like marketing or something like that, but I don't think you're getting new people on a Whatnot stream. You're getting the same people who already bought. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't think you're really growing the game. Growing the game with promos is going to these cons, renting, out a table, whatever that costs, probably. I don't know. I'm sure we could look it up. And really handing out promos at the cons and really kind of, because you're going to have all those MetaZoo people showing up, and it looks like MetaZoo's going to be throwing some money around. I don't know. They threw some cryptic stuff out there with smiley faces, but if they're throwing money around for people to play games, and you could win actual cash, like, what are you competing with? You're going to give them, you got to give them, promo cards something, so. Well,
the thing is the only Titan card I'm gonna fuck with, like I said, the only fantasy cards he won the art contest, right? That's the only one I'm gonna fuck with. I'm literally gonna buy it for that sole purpose, right? That's the only purpose, the only Titan card I will ever have in my collection. So it's not like I'm not rooting for Titan because I'm gonna have something in it. Mark, it's just, geez. I mean, this doesn't make sense to me, Mark. From a business point of view, it makes you look desperate. For me, as an outsider looking at it, like I said, I have nothing in it. I'm going to buy that card no matter what. The only fantasy cards, a contest winner, promo card. That's the only one I'm going to buy. For me being able to stand on the outside and look at this, I'm like, dude, you look desperate. You look like you didn't get enough money. And this is a cash grab. Why do you need the cash grab? And like we talked about, the money wasn't enough. I understand he needs to pay himself for what he's doing. I get that. We talked about it before the Kickstarter closed. That we're like, this is going to be a problem. You guys are going to have to pay attention to this because these funds aren't there. Is he going to be able to fund not just this set, not just pay himself, not just the artists, all this stuff, but then keep this game going? Because Mark, that's going to lead to your survey.
Yeah, and I asked the Discord, and I was like, just kind of threw it out there, kind of a quick survey. Didn't really at everyone until after, so it was kind of a messed up survey. But I was just asking how many of these Kickstarters you'll be thinking will be around 12 months from now, and a year from now. And that's not a very long time frame, but if you compare it to MetaZoo, think about it like they got out a Kickstarter. There was a Kickstarter edition. There was first edition, and let's say Nightfall was at least coming out. Maybe the months don't exactly line up, but there was 2 sets coming out. So a full second set was in the works or already being shipped. So, who's going to get to that point? And I look at a game like Titan. I look at a lot of these Kickstarters, guys, and I get worried about them cannibalizing the market with each other because we're all kind of buying the same one, so not everyone can survive. Right. They're always being the new game that's the chase. So when Sorcery comes out, that's going to demand a lot of money. People are going to look at that. Not everything's going to make it. And what about the games we don't even know about? Like, I think we're going to be talking 10 months from now about the next game that's the hot one that we're going to quick flip. You know
Sure.
what I mean? So I think all of these, or most of these, 95% of these are very quick flips or no flips at all. And you know, only like the 5% is going to make it. But let's take a look at the survey, Doug.
Yeah, show me. What are the results? Put it up. Can you put it up, or do you just have to read it to me? I don't know.
Let me see. Where are we at? I got to find it.
Do it.
Okay, so we could show Razor Ramon. Ayo, taking a survey. The Kickstarter is out there. And this includes other ones too that I mentioned. So will it be A, none will make it 12 months, B, 1 or 2, C, 3 or 4, D, over 4. So most people think 3 or 4 Kickstarters will make it over a year.
Over.
A lot of people say 1 to 2, and then
that's
3 say over 4, which I'm surprised about. That's you know, we'll see, because maybe there's an appetite, or maybe 12 months is too short, and they're thinking that because you're not going to blow $1 million in 12 months, but I think you will.
You can easily.
I think you'll blow $1 million in 4 months.
You give me $1 million, I can blow faster than that even. So you know what? It's one of those things, Mark, where you could blow that, but what about these little guys who aren't getting that? Titan didn't come close to that money. Didn't come close to that money. You can't do. Look, in the world of business, there's a different world of business. Personal finances are two different things. Personal finance, you get whatever, you know, Titan ended up pulling in, and I don't know, what was Titan pulling in? It was something small. Where I'm like,
it was
in personal
150K, something like that. I don't know. Does someone
Like,
in the chat know? Steve, what's up, man?
yeah.
How's it going? Does anyone in the chat know what Titan ended it with? Was it like 150K?
That's what I thought too. It was like 130, 120. I forget. It was right around there.
In the world of personal finance, even that's not even a shit ton. I mean, it's a lot if the game
109K.
can
I
be
got it right
cash.
here. 109K.
109. Oh, Jesus, that's nothing. That's just in perspective. What's your home worth versus the 109K, gang? Like, just put it in perspective. It's not a lot of money. Business is more expensive than personal living.
Yeah, absolutely. Doug, you gonna put a mortgage on your house? Put out a TCG? Is that what you're saying?
Dude, you know what?
Well.
Why
The funny
wouldn't
thing is, we want to say $1 million isn't very much, and this is kind of my. I thought about it. The three of us could, you could probably, put a mortgage on your home, do all this stuff. We could raise $1 million. I mean, it's just and we're just 3 dudes, so I'm just saying it's not that much,
It's not.
Yeah. So.
But that's the question, Mark. Is that something that people did not take into account and just were like, I like this game, I like this idea? Because Matt, just because we like something, there's obviously like a business aspect to it as well, a financial aspect that it has to be viable, not just likable.
Yeah, obviously, and just kind of getting back to the whole the survey aspect, like. When you say be around for a year, do you mean like putting out product on top of their initial launch?
Yeah,
like,
I was
is
just saying,
that a fair expectation?
I think that's what he meant.
Comparing to MetaZoo, you're on to your second set. The second set is on its way. Kind of like Nightfall was on its way with MetaZoo within a year, right? Was that about right?
Well, within a year. It was 6 months. I think that was 6 months for MetaZoo, 7 months, 8 months.
Because wasn't the Kickstarter like November though of the year 2020?
Didn't they get paid? No. Well, great question. I thought it was 2021. Beginning of 2021 is when it ended. But I think that's kind of what we're trying to do. Is say like at the end of your Kickstarter, you have 12 months.
Mm-hmm. I'm considerably less optimistic than I think a lot of people on the Discord channel are.
Me too.
Yeah.
I would say like 1, but just me.
1 or 2. I think Grand Archive might be okay. Those are 2 kids. Like I said, we don't trust them with that money because they've never done it before. But after looking at all these guys on a spectrum, right, all of them out there. Is there anybody who's better than the others, though, really feeling financially, business-wise, I like this guy a lot? No. I mean, honestly, no. I think it's silly to try to judge them based on that now. That said, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. That's the problem, is I don't know with these guys. They have money, though. They have enough money to kind of pull it together. 3 college kids maybe have less day-to-day bills as well. Whereas you're not trying to support your lifestyle too much. It's not too expensive of a lifestyle, period.
Yeah,
so if you guys just buckle down.
Yeah. You're in an apartment somewhere sharing costs. You're doing your thing.
Right. Hell, you guys could even be in campus in the dorm room, letting financial aid pay for it. Those could all be things happening. Whereas these other guys maybe don't have that advantage. So, Mark, I'm considerably less optimistic. I'd say 1 to 2 will make it. And the 2 I'm looking at, the 2 I'm looking at will be Grand Archive, and I think Sorcery will be fine. And I'm counting Sorcery in that mix. Sorcery, though, again, comes out later this year. It's
It
gonna
might
be 12
be
months.
next year one, yeah.
My next tier, of course, you got Nostalgix, you got Maelstrom. Those guys are probably fine. But
Really, you got Nostalgix below Grand Archive. Did Zappa really fuck with you with that?
Yeah, he
cafe?
did.
God,
He did.
Yeah, me too, dude. Son of
The
a gun.
DSG talk mark in the cafe shows me he's a little irresponsible with this shit. He did a great job with first edition. Don't get me wrong. He put some value in first edition by making those foil cards and everything look dope. And that's what I need. So that's why he's in that next tier where I'm like, he just needs to release the cards and just quiet down and it'll be fine. And it probably will be fine. So he's in that next tier. That's probably going to be okay. So I say 1 to 2, but I can expand to 3 to 4. I feel better about the kids who aren't doing much talking, the Grand Archive kids.
Yeah.
And I just am. And I think Sorcery is going to be run by an adult. So there you go.
Quickly, do you think there's too much of an overlap between Grand Archive and Maelstrom here? Are they kind of look just kind of
100%.
similar style or no?
100%. But Mark, I don't think 12 months is enough time for one of them to completely collapse. Like I said, if I had to bet my money, though, I'm not betting it on, Maelstrom. I'll probably take Grand Archive because they got more money. They have an idea that people are behind. Again, it's just one of those things, though. This is a total crapshoot. I wouldn't invest in Grand Archive. I just wouldn't do it. I don't know. Mark, this is a weird industry.
You're damn right it is, Doug. Things are getting really weird right now. And the thing is, I don't think we're going to emerge, in a year from now with 5 different games. I just think that's very crazy. You know what I mean?
Well, a year from now, yeah, because Sorcery is going to be, much younger. Maelstrom's not even, is barely going to be out. I mean, a lot of these, 12 months from now is not that much. You know what I mean? It's not that much time. If you're talking 12 months from the end of their Kickstarter, are all these guys surviving? No. Like that, but they're going to be failing at different times, I think. I think we're going to see I'm excited to be part of this, Mark, because I think these guys who run these Kickstarters, this is going to be a spectacular craziness of failings. And then when they start to fail, these guys have, the way they react to people even when things aren't going super terrible is pretty funny. So if they really start failing and have to scramble, I'm ready for it, man.
Well, yes,
and I only spend a few $100.
And at the same time, you're not here to protect their feelings. You got to be honest with it. So if it's something crappy happening and it's going to make them cry, well, so be it. I mean that's life. But Doug, people are kind of shocked that you said you're more confident with
just
Grand Archive, and I'm more of a Nostalgix guy. So I'm different from you here.
But it's the way the Nostalgic guy rubbed me. That's my problem, is now that I hear him start talking, I'm concerned that things are going to go haywire after this first release. You said around 12 months from now. I think this first release is going to be dope. I think there's going to be some sort of spectacular failure coming up, and I'm ready for it. The Grand Archive guys have stayed relatively low, and I guess that's what I asked for out of most people, and they've just kind of might be in the lab working. I don't fucking know. I didn't invest in them. I don't really care too much about them. But I'm telling you, the guys I'm paying attention to are rubbing me the wrong way. Nostalgix 100% has rubbed me the wrong way. Their first edition set, though, might carry them. And if they straighten things out, as in, this is a nicer set, look how good first edition boxes look. People are going to want them in stores. Local game stores are going to pump them. That's going to be fantastic. There's going to be a lot of money going around. As long as we don't have any weird embezzlement issues.
What happens if Juice takes off in the next year or two?
Oh,
then
man. VT
you know what?
Easy said it. Yeah, what if the juice bar takes off verticals?
Well, that's the thing.
Just
Maybe.
Juice, yeah.
Well, then you know what? It might. Because we all know Minnesota has no coffee shops or juice bars. Or Minneapolis. Downtown Minneapolis.
Yeah. God, they're all
it's a desert.
They're all
I mean, come on.
And have you seen the price of orange juice? It's like we're in Trading Places. It's concentrated orange juice shooting through the roof.
Well, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just a front so he can just be buying commodities. I don't know.
Yeah,
Look, all I'm saying is I think when you hear something ridiculous come out of somebody's mouth, you have to be ready for something ridiculous to happen. And that's what I'm waiting for. We'll see, though. They have the best, and let me go back. They have the best current product lineup that you can see, that you're looking at. You say, this is looking good. They've taken the time to make their first edition set, I would say, almost even better looking than their Day Zero set. So people don't necessarily feel left out of missing the Day Zero booster box. In fact, there's hype for the first edition. So that's a fantastic job. This first set is going to be fine. You said, are they going to be around in 12 months from now? That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, but I see kind of the first set is already they're already kind of thinking about that next thing. So they,
Yep.
there's that day zero. Oh, there's the first edition. We're gonna have more and more and more, and
Right.
who knows what other kind of what the next set will be. But I like that there's something to bring more cash flow in. You need to always kind of think
Yeah.
what's next. So.
You're right, and he's always moving. He looks like he's always moving, which again could be a concern for your cash flow because you're doing crazy shit with it. You're doing different things. The Grand Archive guys laying low, I guess, made me feel like they'll be around in 12 months because maybe they'll barely release their first edition set. And we're just in a big delay. They're in the four corners right now in basketball. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I feel like some guys don't like, that's the way it is you can either be in the four corners or you can be out there being flashy, getting a juice bar and a nice office space.
No, I've been there.
yeah.
I've been there. Was there a Knights and Summons update, Hamwich? Is that, or are you just saying we should give one? Because
He did. Knights and Summons, dude. You know what? Some people, because they showed him now starting to ship these things out. Some people who got a box are going to be lucky enough to get a pack, or everybody who got a box is going to be lucky enough to get a special pack in a black envelope. And some other people, just randoms, are also going to be lucky enough to get that pack in a black envelope.
what?
That's the way I would-
That sounds
fuck.
neat. You get past the black envelope.
Hey.
It's going to be like
Hey.
pretty cool. Like
All I know is they got it done. It sounds like everything's done.
that's actually
I
kinda
think
cool.
that's all I care about. And now they're working on their expansion pack. And now they're just waiting for everything to get to them so they can ship it.
Hey, I love
It's
it.
done.
I
Yeah.
love it. I like that they're doing small things, and I like that it was a small investment. So that's the other thing, guys. I think a lot of these games, I don't think the market will be too big early on. So if you're spending thousands, think about how many more people you need to join to spend, to flip that thousands compared to, hundreds. So just think about the size of the market and the size of your investment. Just keep that in mind.
Dude, I'm with VTZ right now. You can't fail if you never release a set. They're doing big brace up. That's
Oh,
literally what
man.
I feel like they're doing, though. They're four cornering it, right? And you're asking if they're going to be around in 12 months. I think they will be because they're going to delay the fuck out of us. And then maybe in 8 months release their boxes or whatever, and then be like, all right, now our second set's going to come. Four corners it again, float to 16 months before they totally disappear. So I guess it's semantics, but you asked if they're going to be around. I think they're going to be around.
That's one way to do it. Actually, I don't mind it.
I don't.
Yeah, 2 minutes till NFL. I see that.
To be fair, like that's not always I don't want to say it's a bad strategy, but like if you think it's for the betterment of your game and you need, well, this is the problem that what was the game where what was the game where the guy didn't want to lie to his kind of backers, so he
Titan,
pushed the
Titan,
game out.
yeah.
Titan, I'm sorry. If you think you're going to set up for success, push it back.
Yes.
Don't get out too soon and not have like a full product ready at launch. Like if Grand Archive pushed it back 4 months and like they were better for it, then like who's really hurting in the long run?
That's a great point, Matt. I mean, are they pushing it and just going slow, not doing a lot of talking because they're trying to figure out how to do it right?
Maybe. If they are, then fine. Good idea.
Right. And that's one of those things. They don't seem to be super flash in the panty. And a Core's one, guys, that I actually would think will be around as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we include them so much in this group because they were kind of before this group, if that makes sense. So they kind of have a head start in everything.
It does.
Being
and
around. What?
I think that makes a huge difference too. Kind of like with Mike and MetaZoo. Like if you kind of got
Yeah.
that early head start, like it's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, I wouldn't count them as this group. I think this group, we're talking Grand Archive, Nostalgix, Maelstrom, Cryptix, Titan, what is it, Dream World? What the fuck's the one?
Green Book.
What's the fucking one? Is that
That
the
one?
one with the Valentine's promo too that they couldn't
Yeah.
sell out that nobody wanted? Is that them too? Polywog, them.
Yeah, no. Well,
whatever. Yeah.
I was gonna say there's even more. So think about you have Cryptic coming out here at 4/15. So I mean we're 3 months
Yeah.
away from them dropping. So there's another one.
Yeah. Yeah, and Cryptic's interesting. They'll be this next group, right? So you have the guys right now from, I would say, December to, let's say, March, that group. And then Cryptic's going to be part of the next group, and I think Sorcery's going to be in that group and all that stuff. So you have to ask yourself, that big clump from December to, where are we at, March or whatever? From December to March, Mark, is that the group that'll cannibalize each other? Or is that the group that took everybody's money and makes it so we can't invest in these next guys? Like that could be a whole nother thing they do as well, right?
Oh yeah, the wallet fatigue, absolutely. I already invested in 3 Kickstarters. I don't want to invest in this next one for next year, and that's another reason why I think you can't compare this to MetaZoo Kickstarter. It's just a different time. I mean, the MetaZoo Kickstarter was small but got huge because the space grew, with it. It was an early adopter. These guys, the space has already grown. They're trying to jump in, and it's just different. Yeah.
So this group, I think 1 to 2 will survive. And like I said, there's 4 I have that I think will be the contenders you'll look at, right? And it's going to be Nostalgix, it's going to be Grand Archive, it's going to be Maelstrom, and then obviously Sorcery. Those 4, and Sorcery's probably one of the later ones.
I want to say Sorcery's going to be like next year. I'm going to think about that more as a next year one, because I want to say the Kickstarter will be this, and then we're not going to get it till like 2023.
Well, then if I can't count them, I'd say the 1 to 2 are obviously Nostalgic, Grand Archive, and those are the 2 we thought were fine.
And Akora, we're not talking that.
Plus.
Yeah,
okay. Got a lot of money. Yeah.
Well, Akora, we talked about them being the previous group.
No, okay.
So Nostalgic, Grand Archive are probably fine. Maelstrom's making so many limited edition things, it's getting to a point where you have to ask, is there a game there? Or is this just a bunch of limited collectibles you're selling me? Because it's now seeming like there's so many weird little limited things I can't keep track, and it's giving me a headache. And that literally has made me feel like I don't want to be I got number 33,000 in line. Damn it.
How many cards?
How many are available?
29,250.
You might get in there. You never know.
No way.
No,
33,000 out of 29,000.
Yeah, not on a beta drop.
Only fantasy cards.
Only fantasy cards. Yeah, only fantasy cards. What did you get in? What number in line are you? Oh, who knows? But anyway, all right. I didn't get it. Didn't get it in the NFL thing. Whatever. Nobody cares.
And for you guys who did get in the NFL stuff, like, let us know. I'm curious just to see like if you got a pack and ripping it and what the whole thing is. I'm just curious. Michael, what's up, man? I don't know. I think those NFL things. What, Doug? You sell them right away? I mean, give them a week.
Oh, you can't. Oh, he got in. Only fantasy cards.
Oh, nice. Nice job, dude.
Big W there. Yeah. So look, there's no marketplace, so you can't sell them yet.
Oh,
you just hold them, I guess. No. Oh, Hendo got in. Everybody got in but me. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck
Doug,
it.
tough shit.
Screw you guys. Dude, I'm so bad luck with these drops though. Like so bad luck, it doesn't matter. Yeah, so, but there's no marketplace for, the Top Shot, or not the Top Shot, the NFL all-day moment. So, whatever, you just kind of have to hold and wait till they create the marketplace. Then it's probably worth a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to these trading card games, though, for a minute. So, if you pick 2, I would say 2 are going to make it, right? So, that's the big point of your survey, Mark. 2. Matt, you said 1 to 2. Is that where you were at?
Mm-hmm.
And what were your 2?
The same 2 as yours. Just, I think some of it is they got the most amount of money, which they can stretch a little farther.
4 corners.
Yeah. 4 corners, yeah.
Guys, I'll be the guy.
They do it smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll be the guy that says Mark, 0. I don't think any of them are going to make it.
So you're saying nobody?
No. I think it's going to be MetaZoo's going to get bigger, and then the rest of these are going to be pushed out by the big dogs. Pokemon's going to flex. Yu-Gi-Oh's going to I mean, it's going to be the games we already know. I really think all of these are going to be pushed out. And you're going to want to
That's
flip
possible.
These. Is that too negative? I mean,
no,
I don't know.
No. I don't think so. I think it's possible. Especially the way this Yu-Gi-Oh game launch went. Like, people don't realize how popular Yu-Gi-Oh was. And then people are playing it. And they're like, dude, I love this. They're like, I love this. This is fun. It's not like you're going to have this game come out, people are playing it, like, oh, yeah, and now I want to get into Nostalgix. No. They're going to be focused on Yu-Gi-Oh for a while. It's going to take some attention away. I don't think it's absurd for you to say no one in 12 months. I don't. But
0.
I'm not there.
0. And
I'm not
we're
even
all going to be betting
on
the new ones. Go ahead, Matt.
I'm not even sold that any of these are going to like last past like a second one. Like if they make it to the second production run, like I'm still not. I mean, granted, it's incredibly early. I'm not that confident that any of them are actually going to truly last like past a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, MetaZoo, I think, has got a real chance to grow here. And I think people shouldn't count them out. And I think they're going to defend the space. You know what I mean? I think they're going to kind of, when these guys do something, MetaZoo's going to do the same thing bigger. You know what I mean? I think they're going to try to push them out and say, no, we did this. Screw you guys. We have money now.
But I think MetaZoo's there now. Right? They've arrived. They're at Walmart in the first week in February. Target, GameStop. They're there. Like, I think they're at a space now where you could say you're comfortable believing they'll still exist for a long time, right? Like MetaZoo's, now I'm comfortable with them. Because look, they're in big box stores, they're in GameStop, they're wherever they need to be. They'll last. I think these other brands are going to fight for the scraps. And are there going to be any scraps left? Mark, you saying no to me isn't so crazy that we'd laugh you off. I actually, now that I'm talking about it out loud, I'm like, yeah, the only way these other companies are going to survive is if they do the four corners. Like if they just delay, just go slow. And then that's no way.
But I'm not saying that you can't make money off of this. I'm just saying that
100%.
the second edition shit, you're kind of screwed. So we'll see.
I would say MetaZoo has Funko level potential.
Hey.
Yeah, and Funko has Funko level potential.
Funko, I'm pumped about Funko. If you guys are interested in the Funko drop, we do a Funko video on how to go and do the drop stuff. So if you're interested, you should go check out that video. And here, I'll drop it in the chat. So go check out that video. You learn how to do a join the drop for the Funkos. And that's coming out Tuesday. So we'll do a big show Tuesday. So we'll go to that. Doug, would you want to talk about Babolex a little bit? Our favorite?
Oh, boy.
Well,
Vincent?
There's new
Matt, you wanna say
shit
his
every
name?
day. I don't know. Matt said
What?
Vincent?
his last name, Vincent.
Oh, I think it's Photomare.
Oh,
On my 3 years of French, just guess pronunciation. Photomare.
All right.
I'm in, man. I'm in on this, Mark. The 7 blisters, the 7-card blister packs. I have to tell you, I'm actually getting more excited about these than anything else I've purchased, and it's been that way for a little bit now. It continues to go that way when you hear about him saying you can use these in a play to earn games.
Yeah,
right?
so that's the new news, Doug. You want to kind of drop that, what he said?
Yeah, so he was saying like these cards, the codes on these cards will be, he's going to use them. You're going to be able to use them in a play to earn game that he's creating. And look, I told you this dude's like a Willy Wonka type dude. And I'm in it, man. I'm following with Willy Wonka, right? If you ask me who to invest in, Willy Wonka drives a Ferrari. I'm in, man. I'm in.
I do like that all the updates, all the things that kind of come along with this, they're all appealing to me for different reasons. Like I like a play to earn aspect. I like cards that have an attached intrinsic monetary value. I like the fact that you can put a set together to get a redeemable piece of art. Like there's all these little different like facets to this that makes it kind of interesting for different groups of people.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Yeah.
They look fantastic. I think the art on these Wonders of the World cards are fun. I think they have that great old school atomic refractor coat, Matt, that I think, it just brings you to it to say, this is a nice, thick stock, good looking card with a code on the bottom you can use. It's so many different little utility aspects of it, and they're worth Satoshi. Like, they have a Satoshi value on them, you can trade them in. And I got a feeling maybe... Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
No. And I was going to say the Satoshi thing, that's just kind of more of something. Were these always part of it, these portraits? Because it's kind of funny. They're 99 pieces in the world signed and numbered by our guy. So, I mean, that's an expensive portrait.
Shit, that's a lot of money, though, man. I got $500.
Yeah, I don't know.
Although, I did spend $150 on a chain today. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see the Mattel chain that I posted in the Discord? The Masters of the Universe chain.
How do I search that, Doug?
It's Mark, I believe it is the Mattel, whatever, the creative Mattel creations.mattel.com, right? I'll find it because I'm here. Creations.mattel.
No.
Yeah, no, so go to shop, Mark, click shop up there, and just scroll down a little bit, and it's on your third row there. Mattel Creations, Christopher Kites, Masters of the Universe. So you click on that, right? Okay, pre-order. Now, a little bit about this guy. Basically, what his old chains were that people did buy and kind of collect, and you see LeBron was talking about him, some other dudes talking about this guy, is he used to take old action figures and put them in like a damn block of, I don't know, plastic, really. Like
epoxy?
Clear resin. Yeah, like epoxy.
Yeah.
And they just chain and you wear them around your neck. Whatever. That was his big thing, right? This is one of the few that's actually a figure that he's making, and he's putting on a chain. You'll see he has some other ones that are very expensive that he sold that are like this. Not Masters of the Universe, but they're different things. Look, basically I see this as a lighted statue that they've included a chain with. right? I mean, that's what I see this as. I also see this as something people are not going to buy right now. But when it releases in March, and this is off the site, March 16th, when this is gone, I think people are going to look to this and maybe want to buy it. Worst case, gang, I got a dope chain to wear to the show every day. All right, that's
You're kind of talking me into it now.
Well, and I look, I'm not bullshitting people. I bought the WWE Mattel guys. I mean, that's more for my son. When he gets a little older, he'll have some cool action figures that look like the ones I had when I was a kid. So I bought that, and I thought, worst case, if they go up in value, great. I sell them. Worst case, he can have them. It was a win-win for me, right? This chain's straight for me, but if it becomes valuable, I'm selling it. Again, look, part of my kit for the show, or I have a cool figure to put on my desk, the lighted figure. I'm a Masters of the Universe guy. I'm old like that.
Yeah.
And
you
I don't
wear
know,
that
man.
out to the club, you're skipping the line. You know what I mean?
Oh,
They
of course.
wave you up front, like, whoa, player, come in, get in here. And it's like, yo, I got you. Yeah, no worries.
Is that Doug from the Refractor line? Let's let him.
Is that you wearing that Christopher Kites? Yeah, you know it.
You're too old to go to the club, I think.
Yeah, I
But
think
with
you're
that chain, let me in, man. Here he is. He's one of them.
You're the rich guy. Okay.
No,
yeah.
he's got money.
Yeah, this
But
guy's got
it's-
lots of money. Look at that ridiculous ass thing. Okay.
Well, but here, okay, so let me tell you the other thing I did, though, guys, bit of research, and I don't have the chat open, so if anybody's saying anything, I'll try to check that in a minute. But the cool thing is, Mark, if you scroll down to the Masters, so from where it is, the product image, you scroll down, the first one you see is that Hot Wheels one. That one's actually popping off on eBay, doing really well for itself, right? Keep scrolling down. With same style box, Mattel Creations, box like this, with the thing, I'm thinking, and if you look inside the box, guys, that is that looks like the castle, right? Doesn't that a little bit like
Castle
the castle?
Grayskull?
Is that the bad guy's castle? Was that called Castle Grayskull? Yeah, I think it was. So yeah, that's that. And then keep scrolling down. Like, guys, these boxes, the things that come in these boxes when people go to resell them on eBay, do very well for themselves. This damn Thomas the Train is out here blowing up on eBay. So again, I just felt like they knew what they were doing by bringing in these creators, and I think they were cool products. This is the only one that's left. Yes, it's the most expensive, but I also think it's one that gives me the most opportunity to make some money or look fantastic.
People
Right?
come here for fashion advice, so that's what they want to
Right.
hear. We already know one person copies you, so we know that for sure. But yes,
Yeah.
Doug, you're kind of convincing me. I might buy one, man.
Dude, man, we tune in.
Mark, if you're in, I'm in.
All right,
Oh,
are we all
let's all
getting
do it.
one? All right,
I was
I'll get
telling,
one.
I was
All
thinking
right, I'll
about
do it.
just
All right.
letting you guys know that's around my birthday. So if you're looking to buy Doug an awesome gift,
Okay.
I am.
All right, I'll buy this.
But I got
what
it.
the hell am I
I got it
doing?
from this
Okay, sure, you got
All
it.
right. We're in.
Well,
There
and that's
it
the
is.
thing, guys.
Look at that.
I would rather spend, $150, $200, like on kind of a lot of different things,
Absolutely, I'm
10,
gonna be
12,
tripping.
15 different things, than doing kind of $2,000 in one thing and getting burned. So just kind of be careful, but it's everybody's risk. I mean, do your thing, though. I don't want to talk you out of
Yeah, look, did I have
your risk tolerance
$150?
compared to mine. It's totally different.
I had $150 to burn. I sold some cards this week and made a little more than I should have probably. And what did I do? I went and bought a Masters of the Universe chain. It happens. These are things I do. Now, if one complaint about the chain, perhaps, and it's not a complaint because again, this could go with my MetaZoo sweatshirt. I could also wear other pinks and red sweatshirts. Is I believe the clasp is a red or a pink on the chain. No, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just letting everybody know.
Yeah, I believe it comes naturally pink, right? Or no. I think it's from the
No,
light.
that's a
from
light,
below.
Mark. It's clear. Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
You can make it blue or pink, and the blue looks fantastic.
No, it's from the
I
light.
think the blue looks good.
And you put it in a black light, I think they come out and they look green.
What kind of chain is that? That's actually kind of fun.
I believe it's lucite. A translucent resin. Ooh.
That's gonna
See, they don't
snap.
say what the chain is. That's a 27-inch necklace, gang. So I'm a bigger
Oh
guy.
boy.
I can
Oh,
wear it. I
that's
can
me down to
wear
my belly
27
button.
inch. No, you'll be fine.
No,
You'll
it
be
should,
fine.
they have it hanging like this. It should be like
It's
this.
30. Yeah, it should be like
Yeah, you
like
guys
here.
are right. I'll be all right.
You'll be all right.
You'll be fine. Might be higher on me. I'm a much larger guy. It's a Joker.
All
I
right,
don't have a
I'll
27.
get one. All right, is everyone gonna
4-inch
get a
pendant,
chain here?
so-
What's going on here? Stopkins, your birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, man! Cheers.
Happy birthday, Stop Cans.
I asked
Oh,
these
yeah,
guys
man.
once if we should do a birthday line thing, and I think they shot it down.
A birthday line?
Yeah, we're gonna do the birthday,
Birthday.
song.
Call in.
From
Oh
back
yeah,
then.
Celebrate birthday.
yeah.
It's like, who's this on the birthday line? They say their whole little, you sing like a song back and forth. I don't know. It's what we grew up with here. Yeah, that's
so
pretty
I
cool.
mean,
Between that and Babolex, dude, I feel like I'm just like high end stuff now. You know, I'm just gonna go. You know,
well, but that's the thing, though, right, gang? Is
I got
you know
my
we sit here
Yeezy
and talk.
slide, too.
Well, no, that's it though, Mark. These are fancier things. They're nicer things. You don't have to just buy TCGs nobody's heard of. You can have cool pieces that are like a fashion piece from this guy who, like I said, there's videos of LeBron talking about this dude. So there are people who collect his stuff, and you see some of his stuff on different like little fashion resale sites, and people are selling the chains that I think look stupid for like $250, $300. You know, the ones with the action figures in the actual block of lucite or whatever. This is better to me. This is a cooler thing. It's a 4-inch. So 4 inches. I used to have a tape measure over. Oh, I do. Okay, so 4 inches, right? 4-inch chain. I mean,
know what
4-inch
inches
pendant.
look like. You don't have to measure.
Oh, you
but look,
nailed
it's
it
a
again,
big-
Doug.
it's a
I
big
got a
pendant.
tape measure
Yeah.
here too. I don't know why I have a tape measure here randomly.
It's a big pendant. I'm just saying, it's a big pendant. It's gonna look cool.
A
It's
Topps
gonna look cool.
card
Matt,
is
don't
about 3.5 inches. So there
Matt,
you
you know what? That might help you though. That might help you. Or that pendant too big. Like that pendant's too big. Shrink that down. That's
go. Oh, God.
what is that? That's above average.
That's a really big pendant.
That pendant
Yeah,
looks above average to me.
That was
That
really
looks-
good.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh,
Michael's
can't
asking, have we
resist.
heard of Course Toys? No, I haven't.
not.
It's something we could look into, though. We'll take a look
But
at it.
I want to point out though, gang, that Mattel creation site that we're all kind of on, kind of scooting, looking for, Hot Wheels and other things. They do have projects you fund, like the HasLabs does, and they had a WWE arena. I think I showed the guys like over 1 million
Oh,
backers.
yeah.
Yep.
And you're probably not making if there's money if there's over 1 million backers, but it just goes to show you they do have some cool projects you can keep an eye on. Masters of the Universe stuff. I mean, Mattel has some cool licenses. They may have some cool product lines that are strictly theirs. They're not
They
even
had
licensed. So-
they had a lot of. I was actually looking at the Mattel website a little bit ago, and they had a lot of like Uno stuff. Yeah, Uno, and they had like Tesla Cybertruck.
That one for that, yeah, that's for coming.
Oh.
These Uno ones. If you got the Gary V one, gang, the
They get-
Gary V Uno, it's $250 now on eBay resale. I think it's $25.
This is
So-
a collab, all right. The Bathing Ape Uno collab. This is fucking awesome.
How much was their
dude.
shirt? How much is a Bathing Ape? How much was a Bathing Ape
$115
Uno
for a
shirt?
t-shirt, but that's probably what a Bathing Ape t-shirt t-shirt costs by itself. So
Oh man, I'd rock that with my. I'd be the coolest
you
dude.
rock that
We've
with your
just- we-
chain again, Doug. You're skipping the line at the club if you're wearing this shit. Wow, that's
I
really
don't
cool.
feel like I go to many clubs, but I feel like I'd have to at this point.
Well, yeah,
Mhm.
you would.
Like it'd be like, oh, what do you are wearing? I just wear it around the neighborhood. Just let people know. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
Welcome to the suburbs. They have the Nike Uno currently. You can still buy two on the Mattel Creations site. Not a lot of resale in that, so I'm staying away from it. But it is a Nike Uno. Look, I want to say, I forget what it is, but it's a Nike Uno, so you can check that out. But all kinds of really cool stuff worth paying attention to. Guys, sign up for the email list. They'll let you know what they got coming out. You can decide what you want. Like,
Yeah.
did I wake up this morning thinking I was going to buy a $150 Masters of the Universe chain? No.
I
But
was
here I am.
hoping. I dreamt about it. I was like, man, I hope I wake up, find a sweet ass chain for sale. And man, my
Hope
dream
there's some
came true.
opportunity.
Woo.
But Mark, isn't that something though? Like we joke, we say it, but opportunity presents itself when it does. You have to decide to strike or not. This is something I think is an opportunity. I thought those elephants were an opportunity. These Kickstarters, while I think they'll fail in you, are still opportunities.
Absolutely.
There's going to be lots of there's going to be really good money when they come out and you start selling. Nostalgix, I think, is going to hit a point early on where it's going to start to peak, and you could really do well for yourself. These Funkos, gang. Look, there's money in these Funkos. Mark, the launch is Tuesday?
Tuesday. So, we're not going to go, we'll go deep into it Monday. This we'll just briefly talk about it. Just kind of keep your eye out, guys. This is Tuesday. So, you can buy with a credit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay. Just make sure you are around at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. I will be live streaming the buy along.
If you have any questions,
Doug and
we
Matt,
can
you're going
chat
to be
'cause
guests? We're going to get live call-ins?
I could potentially set it up here. Like be just like this. Like I am for my NFL all day that I'm not fucking
Okay,
getting
we
to pack
might
up.
have a live call-in, guys. Or at least join the chat. Doug and Matt will be chatting at least.
Yeah. Yep.
But we'll talk
Yeah,
about it
I mean-
if you have any issues with it. I'm going to go through kind of the buying strategy or the selling strategy I do or I'm going to do this time around. Last time I did it a little bit, but didn't really kind of figure it out until we were kind of going through it. So I think it's useful. I think it's worth talking through for people who want to get those physical Funkos, because that's what it's all about. Get the physical Funkos. The NFTs, it's all the side thing, man. I think that's great. I think you should do it and just sell it on the side just because why not?
Right.
Right. You know, but who knows? Maybe the NFTs themselves will go up and you'll be just, you know, you'll have just this kind of drop wallet you didn't touch for 10 years. And then 10 years from now, NFTs are the fucking hotness and you have hundreds you didn't sell. So, you know.
Look, yeah, the opportunity, again, it presents itself when it does, right? So right now, the opportunity may not be these NFTs for resale. I mean, there's a little bit of money there bouncing around. The money's probably in the physical Funkos. Check our Discord. There was some fun stats actually posted about people who bought a ton of these things. I don't have a ton. I mean, I got a handful I thought was a lot, but that's obviously not a lot compared to some of these Funko big dogs. And if guys who you think are big players in Funko are getting in on this type of thing, it makes me feel like they think something's going to pop off. They're all under 1,400 print run or production run of a lot of these, right? Which is pretty damn rare, regardless of what the sticker says, because it's going to be under 1,400.
And we're
pretty dope.
We're not Funko streamers, and we're kind of, you know, we don't see a lot of people talking about this, and it's kind of like, guys, this is a way to make money, and it's a way to have something rare that other people don't have, and that's something, you know, you get a whole ton, start your own fucking stream on whatnot or whatever.
Well, isn't that
like
the thing,
other
though?
people not talking about this? I think they're kind of screwing you. Pay attention. We're letting you know about this. This is one of the many things we invest in. Like, you can get a rare Funko that has a little bit of barrier to entry that is very easy to get over. So just, you know, hop on over the fence and fucking buy it. I mean, you're going to get a rare Funko. So
go to the Funko Twitter. See, when they announce these drops and talk about them, fucking people are so confused. Like, they're like, what is this? What am I looking at? How do I do this? I'd like to get in on it. That alone should tell you. And those guys are Funko fans. You're following Funko on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're some sort of fan, right?
No, right?
And you don't know how to do it? It tells you there's a barrier there. You know how to do it. That's how you make the money.
Yeah.
We always talk about creating an advantage, Mark.
Yeah,
That's your advantage.
absolutely. And Ben, what's up, man, in the chat? Doug, where are you in line now? Did you move up, or you got a chance? Doug started at 33,000. They only had, what, 20,000?
I'm at 31,508, and there's 27,903. So
Doug
I
is
moved up
huge.
about 600-700 spots. 600-700 people appear to have disappeared from the line.
Well,
So
probably.
if we keep that up every 10 minutes, I'll be okay.
No, it's not happening. You're getting those initial people that are like, I'm out, like at your spot. Or in
I think a
30,000,
lot
like,
of it's
fuck it, I'm
happening.
out.
Maybe like, oh, I don't have money. Oh, my credit card's saying no. Oh, I'm not paying attention. All these things. There's little things there that people can't validate who they are. Like, oh, you expect me to prove some identity here.
Absolutely.
They got a
Well,
little
who
stricter
knows?
on Dapper.
Yeah, all that Dapper stuff. Yeah, Doug K. Hendo's saying, I'll trade you, Doug, if you get an NFL pack for Funko packs. I don't know what the transfer rules are going to be with those NFL packs yet. I mean, do you even know? Can you transfer? I mean, some of that shit doesn't start.
No,
for
I
a
don't think you
while,
can.
So
Yeah, I don't think you can. I mean, well, I'd probably do it, but I don't think we can do it. And I'm no good for trading packs. I'll rip them. I'll send you open packs. So.
I'll give you my comments. You could have them all.
Well, no, I mean, these sets, though, man, there's some cool, you talk about, like, commons, you talk about uncommons, rares, epics. Mark, the royalty sets are kind of neat. There's some pretty dope royalty set cards. And there's some sets where I think the royalty set card is better looking than the legendary card. And supposedly, you know, there's less royalty than there are in legendary. But, yeah, I think there's some sets where royalty is where it's at.
Absolutely. We were looking at Iron Maiden. I mean, that was kind of one. I mean, these are cool, but I didn't realize the Iron Maiden market is kind of big. People like Iron Maiden. I was unaware of that.
Do they like Iron Maiden, or do they like that it's Freddy?
Good point, Doug.
Because the Freddy ones always go. The Freddy ones, if you can get a Freddy, go for a Freddy versus everything else, because that seems to be what Funko people like. You know, believe it or not, old school Funko people like things like that seem weird to us, these retro-y kind of weird comics, Mark, but they do like them. Like old school Funko collectors like that, because that was some of their original stuff, were these kind of weird looking old school comic stuff. And I'm thinking there's probably a bigger market for these retro comic ones than we realize in the physical realm on eBay and other places, that maybe these old school Funko collectors aren't going to venture.
I think
it's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, it's something to keep in mind for sure. I like that a lot, Doug, because I think Bluto, Popeye,
Ludo Rookie.
I think these look good. Flash Gordon, these are good looking ones. So I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of, I always hate that though. I'm not a fucking art critic, and I kind of say that to other stuff, but I don't know. I think these are kind of unique. I like them. So yeah, I'm with you, Doug. And these none of these physical ones have hit people yet. So these aren't really known about fully. So I think once those start being selling, it's gonna be a big time.
Well, this is an unprofessional. Yeah, this is Bluto's first Funko. So the Bluto rookie limited to something. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna put some money in wax and buy a Bluto. Probably a coin. Because coins would end up being less anyway. So I'll just wait for the coins. But yeah. I'm a token buyer. I don't really buy the cards that turn into tokens. I just buy the tokens because they're much cheaper.
What about you, Matt? You gonna collect any of these, or staying away?
The Popeye one specifically, or any of them?
Or just or Nickelodeon? Are you gonna get in this drop? Are you gonna buy more? Or
I'm certainly gonna get in the drop, and kind of what I talked about in the Discord real quick is that I have that leftover wax money that I was going back and forth on if I wanted to buy like Mars crates. I think I've kind of settled on buying a handful of packs from the drop and then using that extra wax money to fill in the royalty set. Just because I agree with kind of what Doug was saying. I think that, the royalty one is the Tommy one, correct? Is that right?
Yes. Or no. Royalty is Freddy always, but the Grail is Tommy.
The Grail is Tommy, I'm sorry. I think the royalty one always, especially this one where it's 104 card set
That's
or whatever,
cool.
is like that's no joke. Like getting 104 cards together, I don't care how many packs you buy, regardless of whatever the print run is on these packs. Like, it's not easy. Like, I don't know how many people are actually going to go for that.
Well, still 2,000. I mean, that's the thing. There's 2,000 available. That's going to be hard. What about, and with the slime on them,
I love
that's
it.
probably the one to go for, man. Buy as many as you can, I guess. Let's buy as many packs as we can.
Michael mentions he grabbed an Iron Maiden royalty. Dude, that's a really
That's
rare
awesome.
one to have.
Awesome.
That is awesome. I would keep that in a special spot for sure, because we're looking like, that might be under 100 print run, right? I mean, that one is...
Wow, no kidding.
I like the Iron Maiden royalty. I think
No one
that
did
is
the
such
set.
a cool looking. Like, if you look at that one, it's cool.
Can you pull that one up, Mark? I haven't seen that one.
It's go ahead, Mark.
Iron.
What was the-
you guys
what
know
was
Bill
the-
and Ted's
the
Excellent
set for
Adventure,
royalty?
right? No.
How many cards was it for the royalty set on Iron Maiden? Like, what made it so... There's only 100 print runs, so, like, why was it so difficult to get?
It wasn't a 100 print run. People just didn't do it.
Oh, they didn't do it. Gotcha.
The time was today, right? Turn it in. So, people just didn't turn it in.
Yeah,
Huh.
and I'm trying to pull up the catalog. They're dicking me around.
You probably could just go to the Atomic Hub, Mark. Go
Yeah, let's just do that.
Iron Maiden, go Legendary or Royalty. And
43 cards for the royalty set. Okay, so similar to Popeye.
43 cards. Oh, thanks, Michael. So 43
fuck,
cards.
I should have just been buying. Like, this
Wow.
is things we came in late on, right? Like, but we were late, but there's still money to be made there. But if we'd have been early,
Could have done really well.
there'd been all kinds of money for us.
Is that it right? That's a cool Freddy Funko card.
We'd all be wearing those chains, man, looking good.
Yeah.
The royalty. That's not even
What are they
that
going
bad.
for? Can't see.
100.
Couple hundred bucks?
Let's. Oh wait. $107. Man, I
Well,
don't.
sort by lowest.
What?
Why don't you sort by lowest, Mark?
I am price lowest.
Oh, I
107
thought it was
bucks.
listing new.
It makes me want
Fuck.
to.
Well, no, that's the thing, though, right? Like, it's $107 for us, for people who know about it. And Mark, if you click on it, they'll tell you how many ended up being minted, all that good stuff.
Okay, no. Okay, so they did.
They minted 1,600.
1,600. So I'm wrong. There's a lot more.
Mhm.
Okay. That is
There's
cool
a lot
looking
more.
Funko Pop, though. I
So
agree.
the redemption, though, remember, gang, when you redeem it, like I've redeemed all mine and I'm shipping it, and I redeemed them before the deadline because I was afraid I'd forget. So you have to take them to drop and click redeem and put them in this little thing, and like, remember, we're destroying this coin, and you're like, yeah, that's fine, destroy it, and that's how it happens. And I probably showed up on some sort of chart and was like, awesome dude redeems Funkos today.
Yeah, and I think it might have been like 50 people or something, but it's like a lot of people and a lot of coins, something like that. Maybe that's why I got the number confused. But it seems like more and more people are catching on to these Funko NFTs, and yes, they should be, because there's a lot of hate for NFTs. Like, oh, NFTs are worthless. NFTs are bullshit. Okay, fine. Then treat these as a damn, like, just raffle ticket. That's all it is. Is you got a chance at a redeemable physical one and move on with your day. And who gives a shit about the rest of the stuff? So, I just hate that complaint. It's just people who are lazy, who just kind of, just want to shit
But
on
that's
NFTs.
it, Mark. That's the thing. Anything that's got lazy people who are confused by something, there's a way to make money there. They're confused and angry because they actually want these things, but they're angry about the process and like, I don't want to learn how to do NFTs or wax and all this other nonsense. And that's where there's an advantage for you to make some money.
Absolutely. So we'll talk more about these Monday. Monday will be a big one, and then Tuesday will be the live buy along. Are you guys gonna? How much money are you guys gonna spend? You guys have any idea?
I'll probably go through. Well, last time I only bought the $60 worth, right? This time I think maybe I'll just try to go through as many times as they let me. See how it plays out. Like let's try it. Let's roll it this time. Unless they let me go through like 10 times, then I should probably stop myself. But yeah, I'm gonna try to just go through. I think this time and just play it out.
Matt, what about you?
I'll probably end up doing. I went through twice with the Popeye. I'll probably go maybe 3 times for this one. We'll see.
Yeah. I'm going to try to go through a lot, as many times as I can and roll with it because I like these. I think these are going to take off. And even if they don't, I'm fine breaking even because I think I'm going to break even just because they're these rare Funkos and I'll get the physical ones. And then I sell on the wax side too. Like I have a wax wallet. I do all of that. So I know I have that back end side where I think I'll break even at least. At least. I think I'm going to make a lot of money. Really is what I think is going to happen. I'm hoping to break even on NFTs and then have gravy in the physical world. But we'll see. I mean, that's a big fucking step. I don't think we're going to get there. But
there
we're
seems
going
to be
a decent amount of money back on my NFTs. We'll see.
I was going to say, Mark, this seems like there's enough buzz over this one. A little more buzz around this one than there has been in the past. Maybe we can see a few more buyers show up. Obviously, it's a bigger set, more cards produced, more packs for everybody. But I think we're seeing the market grow. And I think what you said was pretty accurate, is you think there's a way to make some good money on just the NFTs. Like if you ignore pulling redemption. So, yeah, I'm going to just try that out. See, roll the dice.
Absolutely. Roll the dice. Yeah, and then one other thing I do want to mention, before we kind of, we're in the NFT rabbit hole type thing, is Mars, Colonized Mars had to Ask Me Anything, and they were talking about the next part of the game, and they're going to introduce resources and all these things. So the major takeaway is they're going to have staking, where you can stake coins to earn resources, to earn other NFTs, to earn Marisha token, all this sort of things. He said, I don't know if he said including 3 months or up to 3 months. Don't stake. If you want to use that coin for the next crate drop, don't do more than 90 days, 3 months. You probably only want to do 2 months because he wasn't really clear on it, whether it was 2 months or 3 months away. There's going to be another crate drop in the next 90 days, so pay attention. So that's kind of the only thing to take away from the AMA for the Mars people, if anyone cares. But this is what I do. I have my wax balance built up. You guys can see I got $42 here. I'm going to use that to fill out a royalty set. And then everything else in between Funko drops, I'm going to go back to Mars. And when I need more money, I'm going to sell Mars, build my royalty set, and rinse and repeat over and over and over. So we can kind of talk about that when I do my buying strategy thing. But, yeah, that's a whole nother side of things. So that's coming up.
Well, Mark, like you pointed out, though, there's a lot of different veins to these things, right? A lot of different ways to make money being in these things. Like we talked about, the Masters of the Universe chain. One of the best ways to make money is just looking good. Okay.
People think you're doing something right if you look good.
And they'll be like, oh, let's get
they'll follow you.
more money.
Can I tell you a looking good story? There's kind of a funny looking good story. So,
please do.
I had to go to a wake or a funeral last weekend. So I was wearing a suit. I had to run some errands after, and I was just wearing a suit out to like the grocery store and things like that. At least 5 people said hello to me. An old lady stopped me in the parking lot, asked me for directions. All of this because I'm wearing a suit.
Give her directions back to your place.
All of this because I'm wearing a suit. I gave her directions. She didn't speak like great English, so I was trying my best. And she was asking for the street. I'm like, it's right. It was right next to us. She just had to go one over. She just stopped. She got like worried or something. But I don't know. But wearing a suit, looking good, Doug. People talk to you, man. I mean, it's so. Hey, dude, it's just a
You're
thing.
talking about my everyday. Okay, you're talking about my everyday right now.
And with-
They do respond.
And
Okay,
back
they
in the
do. You put
corporate
it out there, they
world-
do respond.
And back in the corporate world, if you ever showed up like dressing like really nice, like I swear, people would hold doors for you more often and all sorts of weird
Sure.
shit. So it's just, yeah, absolutely, Doug. You wear that chain, watch out, man.
Oh, well, absolutely. I have no concern about being the coolest dude there is because it's going to happen. Anyway, but I don't know what else you have, Mark. Is there anything else you have to touch on today?
No, just yeah, you show up to parent-teacher conferences with that chain. I mean, teacher will be got nothing, dude.
Let them know what time it is. Let
Yeah.
them know what time it is. Yeah. But I think the final thing I wanted to point out, guys, is with all of these different things out there, and there's a lot of different ways to make money on these things. Don't be super butthurt if the way you thought you were going to make money on something ended up totally flipping and switching on you. Like, it happens, right? These things happen. That's fine. But I do want to point out, stay within your means. That's the number one way to not let these things beat you. So if you're like, overspending on something, or you're like, I really believe in this, I'm going to overspend, I would caution against that every single time, because you never know. You never know what's going to end up happening with a lot of these things. There's a lot of companies and things that, obviously in the past we all probably thought were going to be like super amazing. Like Pets.com, that was a talking fucking dog. We all should have made millions off that stock, but it ended up collapsing. If you stay within your means, you're never going to get bumped, right? It's just one of those things, and you can still make really good money. So
Diversify your bonds.
Yeah, Wu-Tang Financial. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm not even saying diversify. I'm saying just stay within your damn means, even if it's one thing you like. Just stay within your means. Don't have to contact anybody and ask for a refund.
Yeah. Well, Doug. Yeah, and don't be that embarrassing asshole who reaches out to someone asking for their money back for something like that. Because that's, come on, man, that's low rent attitude. Get that out of here, dude. You're better than that. Like, stop that. You're a man up. Like, come on, get out of here. Like,
Mark, should we buy? I was just thinking, should we buy extra chains and award them to people who've made big moves, like bring
a
them on
turnover
stage?
chain?
Oh man, that'd be awesome, dude.
We bring them over to the old studio, put the chain on him. Like, this guy earned it. He's part of the
dude.
TRL.
Dude.
Yeah, the legendary committee. Like a lot of guys who get their record label chains. We have a fucking He-Man figure.
That's really good.
I'm in on that, Doug. That's a great idea. Like 100%. Yes,
Okay,
we got the Masters of the Universe chain. We're gonna put on you. You make a good move.
Here he is. Bring him on stage, everybody. And then
what
bring
we
him up
should
there.
do eventually is Discord calls with the folks, though, with the people. Doug, when we do when we're all in studio together, we should do a call with someone else. Just kind of get kind of just see what the people think about things. I'd be kind of cool just kind of hear what people have to say.
Well, when's our 1 year anniversary show? When did we start?
Oh, that's a good question.
We started in March, maybe the last week of February, but all of those are lost to time. So the first one I have, I think, is April.
I thought we started in April.
When is the first video I have of us, guys?
I'm thinking for our 1 year show, Mark, we should have call-ins.
Oh yeah, well, you know what?
TRL Fest 1.
All right, for our 1 year show, I'm gonna push for a super long show, guys. We're gonna do something. We're gonna do like a I
mean, what's super long? Define that one.
Okay, the oldest one I have is from April 21st. That's the day after the Tops drop. So that's us talking about the Tops drop after. So I think that's when we first started recording for YouTube and we stopped doing Twitch. So we were doing Twitch, I think, for like a month.
Yeah, I think a month at least. We did like 6 shows or something like that.
So there's
6 or 8 shows.
So there's a month of Twitch shows that are lost to time.
Perfect. Wouldn't have it
probably better that way. That's better.
That's what I was going to say. Probably,
our early shit was rough, guys. It was awesome though. But you know what? That's the thing. I mean, we're not, like kind of these early Kickstarters. We're not spending on studio and things like that. It's all about content. I mean, we know what's up. I mean, it's what we have to say. It's not what's behind us. So, right. And I hope these Kickstarters, think about that with their cards. Like, it's their cards. It's not so much the lifestyle brand, because that'll come later. You got to be successful first here.
Juice bar first, card second.
Did you guys go in on strike the other day? What do you feel about the full refunds? What?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I'm not
what are we
sure
talking?
man.
Is that a TED Talk? What is full refunds for what?
I don't know why that hit me right there, but I thought it was really.
Oh man, I got Vinny those taken off. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, guys. I don't think I got anything else. So we'll have it Monday. We'll be back. We can do another video on how to buy Funko stuff, Doug.
Yeah, there's gonna be a part 2 to it where we'll talk about the wax.
Okay,
For
we'll talk
those
about
of you
the wax stuff.
Who maybe are new? Yeah.
So we'll be here live Monday. Tuesday, I'll be for the live buy along, maybe some call-ins, and yeah.
Wednesday, snowstorm hitting. Hope you guys ready for
Man,
9
we
inches.
got one
Really?
today. Man, I got
Son of a bitch, dude.
Oh yeah, we got a ton of snow. Yeah,
we got a ton of snow today.
I got. Out
I'm
there
growing the beard. That's what I say. You know, fuck winter.
Straight up.
That's all I gotta say about that. Besides that, guys, have a great weekend. If you got any
Enjoy the
NFL
football
drop,
games.
good luck.
Yeah.
You
For
made
the
some
football
money.
games.
And yeah, we'll see you guys
Oh,
on
yeah,
Monday.
UFC
And as
strike.
we always say,
Is that what
guys,
he's talking about?
what's
Oh.
up there?
No, they're talking about UFC strike. They refunded on the first drop. What do you mean?
What?
Who did they refund?
Oh,
Oh man,
No,
Fuck, I
he's
should've.
just talking about something else. I don't know.
I should have bought it. I didn't.
I don't know. Okay,
Yeah,
guys,
he's
we're out.
first
Okay,
strike.
take it easy, guys. Peace. And
Oh,
always
the
you
big
say,
one.
pull the big one.
Oh, the big one. Mark.
Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang.
Nailed it.
Wu-Tang.
All right, guys.
For the children.
Have a nice weekend.